Well, we're back after 2 months of being on the road.
Living in this little tiny 6x10 trailer.
And we made it.
We actually could have stayed on the road indefinitely. Things have been really good for us in this trailer. We get along, don't we?
Kinda.
Kinda. There are problems that we came home with. We've got a list of things we need to do. But actually, it works out just fine. You'd be surprised how little you can get away with being on the road for a long period of time.
Yeah.
We could tell you one thing. How many nights did we spend in campgrounds in 2 months?
I don't remember any.
We didn't pay a single night for camping fees. We boondocked the whole time or stayed in free campgrounds. It's just the way it works out. Down in the Southwest, you can do that. But it was a very inexpensive trip, but we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Main bill was gas and food, which you got to have food anyway, so what the heck.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you a little bit about the things that we need to do to get the trailer ready to go again.
Well, first thing, it needs to be washed. Look at that. Whew, that's some nasty dirt.
It was a dirty trip home, lots of rain, lots of snow, and just muck on the road. So yeah, the first thing is we need to clean this trailer as soon as we get a decent day for doing that. We had some gear breakdowns.
Mm-hmm. The struts that are usually here, we bent one out of shape and it broke, so we need to replace those. They're pretty old though, so it was a good thing, I guess.
Yeah, Linda's talking about these leveling struts. This one's still on this side, but yeah, they're pretty decrepit, so I've got new ones ordered for here. We'll be putting those on.
Whoa. So after 2 months and being on the road and camping and living in here, it just needs a really good cleaning.
Not to mention all the dust storms we went through down there while we were camped.
I mean, you can see the layer of dust on our water bottles, you know.
Yeah. It was constant, but that's what it's like down there in the desert.
Yeah, every morning I wiped up the dust, and every evening it came back.
So we just need to do a really good cleaning. As for gear in here, everything worked fine. This little New Way stove, man, you couldn't pry this from me for anything. There's no way I would do without this. It's just so easy to light and clean, maintenance free. Yeah, that worked really good. Another thing that worked extremely well was the Ogo compost toilet. This is like having a toilet at home. As for ease of use and cleaning, super, super easy, way better than using just a bucket.
And we should mention that, yeah, the coconut core is more expensive than, say, peat moss, but it works so much better.
It does. The peat moss works in a pinch. I think that's what's in there right now, but coconut core just seemed to last longer and work better.
Yeah. And you can never have enough Tupperware containers.
Well,
they're stashed all over the place.
You can have too many.
Well, they work well for keeping your vegetables and other perishables lasting longer in a refrigerator that gets jostled a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of refrigerators, there are many good refrigerators such as Iceco and Bodega. And we just happen to have this Setpower in here, and it's about a 50 quart, I guess, 55 liter.
Ooh,
we use.
It needs clean.
Yeah, it needs cleaned.
Don't look in there.
But we use both sides on refrigerator. Some people use one side refrigerator, one side freezer, but for because there's two of us, we just use it on refrigerator for both sides. But the Setpower, absolutely trouble-free. We haven't had any problem with it at all. Got 600 watts of solar on the roof. Yeah, the most we ever really see is about 450 watts coming in. But anyways, it's nice to have the solar. Basically, our solar goes down to a couple of house batteries down here. These are Bouge RV self-heating batteries, which are important if you live up in the northern climates. That allows your batteries to charge even when the temperature is below freezing. You can charge your batteries without damaging them. We had this Bluetti in here. This is the AC200L. Sometimes we have an Opez Mega 2 in here. Both of them are fine, but we also charge these off of solar. You may not need that much power, but it's because of the YouTube channel. We're always using our Starlink. It's plugged in constantly, and then all the editing and everything. But if you're not doing things like that, you can get by with just a couple batteries, good lithium batteries on your solar panels. One thing I need to do, another maintenance item, is this is just stair tread, and it's stuck on here pretty good. So I'm just going to get some more of that and put it on the front of the fenders to protect the leading edge. It just kind of peeled up on the inside here. The other side didn't do that yet. The TW200, it worked great. We didn't have any troubles with it at all. No problems, didn't have to make any adjustments or anything. It just ran and did just fine. I probably need to do an oil change on it now, but that's about it. And with its 400-pound carrying capacity, it hauls Linda and I just fine. We stick to the dirt roads. When Linda's not on it, I might get it out on the more technical trails, and it's a lot of fun doing that. Is it necessary to have that? No. It's just fun to have. It's more fun to go exploring on that than it is to, say, take the pickup truck and go down the four-wheel drive roads. Less wear and tear on the pickup, and a lot more fun for us. Speaking of the pickup, we just bought this Chevy Silverado 1500. It's a 2015. We didn't get to drive it that much before we left, and one thing we didn't realize was that the suspension was absolutely shot. The shocks on the back and the struts on the front, they were toast. Man, we got on the rough roads down south, and it dawned upon us how bad it was. We just lived with it till we got back. But the first thing we did when we got home was to put new suspension on it. It's got the Z85 suspension on it. You've seen Z71 on GM products, but this is the Z85, which is for towing and for off-road. But with the new suspension on it, just driving it around town is a noticeable difference. You know, you'd expect to go over a bump and see it bouncing like this. You know, if the suspension was bad, it didn't really do that until we got on the really bad roads. We put the hard tonneau cover back on it, but while we were on our trip, we didn't have a tonneau cover because we had the motorcycle back here, which worked out extremely well. It was really easy to load that TW. We just used 2 ramps, and Linda pushes and I push, and it just goes right up. It's so easy to load and unload in the back of the pickup, real super simple. If I had 3 ramps tied together, I could drive it up, but it's not really necessary with Linda pushing, and the bike's not that heavy. One problem we did have with this was the automatic fuel management system, where it goes from between 4 cylinders and 8 cylinders back and forth and back and forth. We didn't want it doing that, so we towed in manual all the time. That eliminated 6 gear, but we don't need 6 gear when we're towing anyway. We never get into it. Even in drive, it never hits 6. So it stays in, 1 through 5. Putting it in manual made it so it just stayed in V8 and didn't go into V4. Now, since we got back, we put in a module that plugs right in here under the dash, and this stops it from going into V4. So even while we're home now, we can put it in drive and hit all 6 gears and not have it go into V4 anymore. That module, they make one called a Ranger, and I think that's what it's called, and it's over $200. This one cost us about $75. It was had real high rating on Amazon, and I've had it in for about 2 weeks now, and it's working perfectly, which was one of the faults of this series of pickup trucks. I think they still have that. I don't like it. Ideally, to do away with that, you need to take out your cam and remove those electronically actuated lifters and put in regular lifters and a regular cam and then have it retuned. I'm probably going to end up doing that. We'll have to see. But for now, this is working. This right here is Peter. He's been hanging around with us for at least a year. He just lives right here in the yard. We walk right by him. He doesn't get up and run away or anything. He's a wild rabbit, but he's not wild around us. He kept an eye on the house while we were gone for the last couple of months. Okay, I ordered new struts and they're here. Nice, shiny, new struts. Not bent up or nothing. And it's time to get them installed. But today I've got help. How's it going, Lily?
Oh, it's good, Papa.
Excellent, thanks. You have that done pretty soon?
Yeah.
Okay, good girl, thank you.
You're welcome.
How's that working, Lily?
Okay.
All right. Hey, did you use thread locker on it?
Yeah, medium strength.
Hey, perfect. Thanks a lot. Thanks for doing that, baby.
You're welcome.
Well, this family has nothing but girl power. That's the best kind. Well, the Harley's in the shop getting some upgrades done to it. Every series of vehicle, every series of motorcycle, there's always some little discrepancy in every one. And on the Harley, it was the cam chain tensioners. So those are being upgraded right now. And after we get it back, we've got some trips planned on it. Linda and I have never done any long distance trips, overnight trips on the Harley. But
Gonna try.
yeah, we got one planned already, just an overnighter to start, and then some longer trips after that. So you'll be seeing that in videos this spring and summer.
Yeah.
Because we're loving that bike. I didn't know Linda was going to like riding motorcycles so much.
Well, I really like it.
She's a good passenger. But the Harley is nice, and I hope you guys enjoy the videos from that. They're adventure videos where we just go out and explore and tool along and see country that you might not get to see. So hope you enjoy those videos too. They're coming.